Here are things that will not help your child with OCD. Saying things like, you know your hands are clean, right? Or you've washed them enough, right? They're obviously clean. Or you know that doesn't make sense, right? That can't happen. Or you're fine. You don't need to repeat that. You're fine. Or there's no bird poop in here, so you don't have to worry about it. How could bird poop be on the doorknob? That's my favorite one because it's such an example of the irrational aspect of a lot of OCD intrusive thoughts. But as parents, we make the mistake of approaching it with our brain in a rational sort of way. We can approach it with our brain in an OCD brain when we understand OCD and we are approaching it with the understanding and awareness of how OCD works. But unfortunately, most parents don't understand that. And so you start with rationalization of, let me explain to you why you're safe. Let me explain to you why you don't need to do that compulsion. Let me explain to you why there's no bird poop in here, so you don't need to worry about it. OCD doesn't care about facts. It doesn't care about your rationalization. It doesn't care about your explanation or your reassurance that they're fine. Because OCD is irrational a lot of the time. And a lot of people know that it's irrational. They intellectually know there's no birds in here. And I'm just using this one as an example, flying around, pooping on everybody. But what if? What if they are? What if it did happen? What if my hands really are dirty after I've washed them 500 times? Or what if, there really is dust on the doorknob and it's going to get into my lungs and make me sick? There's a lot of different OCD intrusive thoughts and feelings out there, and none of them are going to be rationalized away. And that is the first step as a parent, is understanding that OCD doesn't need your facts. It doesn't need your rationalization. It needs your education. So you start with your own education of what is OCD and how do I explain this to my child? And then where do we go from here? Because rationalization isn't part of it. I've got the first step for you. I have a free class, Understanding OCD, and it's a class for kids and teens. You can take it too and learn about it. Take it, watch it, then show your kids, because education is the first step. You can get it for free at natashadaniels.com/understandingOCD.